Our theme for the week is on the wall here. Does someone want to read it that's closer? Anybody want to read the theme for the week there?
Developing our strategy, what will the plan be for accomplishing our goal?
All right, and the inquiry.
Who are our allies? How do our peers, community, and parents see the issue? What strategies and methods do we need to use?
All right. Okay, and our agenda is here. So we're going to check in. Today we have Youth Prize is coming in as guests, and they're going to help us do some research. And I'll let them explain more in detail. But it's participatory action research, so it'll be very interesting for you guys to learn. We will have a break and we'll do some fun stuff in the afternoon. I don't think we have the agenda up there, but you'll have time.
Real time.
Yeah, real time.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna need everybody just close your eyes for a minute. Breathe, deep breath. Good. Bring good energy. Now, think of a researcher. Imagine a researcher in your mind. What do you see? What are their clothes like? Their body, their race, their age? And now start to, if you see somebody, tell us what they look like.
Wise man.
A wise man. Okay. White hair. Good. Lab jacket.
Glasses.
Glasses, what kind of glasses?
Like goggles.
Like goggles. What else? Computers. Keep your eyes closed. Keep seeing the researcher. Computers. How old are they?
Like 40.
Late 40s. So we actually asked this question to a lot of groups, and almost every time we get a really similar image. Now, some of you all have done research, so maybe it's a little bit different for you, but almost every time we get an image of a white man who's over 50, who has a lab coat and really nerdy glasses and white hair.
If he has it.
Right. And that's cool. So you imagine yourself, so maybe that's different for you. But almost everyone that we ask in general doesn't imagine that, right? So what we're going to do is find a group of 5. Stand up and find a group of 5. 5 total. Pick 2 researchers. Preferably find people preferably outside of your organization. Meet new people. I know you know each other, but okay, you don't know each other. Not at all.
I don't think they have.
Pick two people in the group to be researchers. Pick 2 people who are going to be the researchers in this. Okay, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and everyone, except for the group at the computers, relax, and let's come over and look at this group at the computer. Okay, research. What do we feel when we see this image?
Boring.
Boring, okay. Students, computers, Facebook,
The screens are off.
screens are on. Okay, when I tap you on the shoulder, tell me what you're thinking or feeling. Speak up. Not sure. Relaxing, looking at research. Okay. Bored. Okay. Okay, let's next image right over here.
Oh.
Oh yeah, okay. So what is this one? This one's a bit different. What do we see in this one?
Communication.
Communication,
Working.
working,
Tweeting.
tweeting.
Dun, dun, dun.
Smiling.
Different resources.
What's different about this one than that one?
Looks more enjoyable.
They're interacting and moving.
The technology is more updated.
Well, I tell you,
Seem less tired.
Okay, when I tap you on the shoulder, tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing. Say it louder.
On Twitter.
On Twitter. What are you tweeting?
Checking out what she gave me.
Okay.
Making sure my work is right.
What's that?
Making sure my work is right.
What's that?
Making sure my work is right.
My work is right.
So now we've got a real cool activity that we like to do. So in this one, we want to make sure that everybody has a partner. So turn to either to your left, to your right, or go across the circle, whatever you got to do. To find a partner, pair up one-on-one. This exercise is called Buffonti. So what it is today in this exercise, everybody is a researcher. Even if you Google, even if you Wikipedia, you're a researcher. So the person you're researching is an expert. They're an expert in the topic of Buffonti. Right? So what you're going to do is you're going to sit down with your researcher. The researcher's partner B. They're going to ask this expert in Buffonti everything that they need to know about Buffonti to be an expert in Buffonti. Remember, you're going to a conference. Right after today, you're going to explain to people what Buffonti is. So you don't want to go up there and humiliate yourself. Find out everything you know about Buffonti. 2 minutes.
So partner B, you know exactly what Buffonti is, and you're going to tell your partner when they ask you questions, okay? So partner A, this is your time. You have 2 minutes.
What is it?
So now, partner B, stand up, please. All right. So you were researching before. Now you're an expert as well. So partner B, please sit back down.
So partner B, you will now be asking.
Partner B will be asked.
No, asking. Asking.
Who asked?
Who asked the question?
Partner A asks the
Partner
question.
A asked.
All right. So partner B will be asking the
So
question.
partner B, you're
You're
asking.
not answering. Partner A, please stand up.
Partner
Partner A? Yeah. You guys stand up, please, so we can see you. Cool. Partner A, partner A. All right, guys. Now, partner A, you guys are experts in the topic of narcissism. Who knows what narcissism is?
I do.
All right, man. What's Buffonti mean?
It means that all y'all people are liars. Y'all bullshit everything in life.
Boo! Boo! Is that what Buffonti is?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, tell us about your
What's the
method.
history of that?
I really don't know. It just, the words just dropped from the sky and it hit that person's head and he spread the word. And
Who's he? Who came up with it?
his name was Buhakami. And the word Buffonti hit him and he's like, oh, I had an idea. People are so liars out there. I'm gonna call people Buffonti. And then it just hit him and then he spread the word and then now it's in their dictionary because he became famous over 2000 BC ago. So.
Fun to me is the study of phobias and stuff like that, stuff around there. The study of phobias.
So all phobias. How'd you find out about that?
By expert, Nakuja.
What did she tell you? What kind of like questions and methods did you use to find out about Buffonti?
Well, I first asked her, what is that? And what does it mean? And then she broke it down, like broke the what do you call them? The different parts of the word. Like, yeah.
Nice. Cool. All right, Diana. You said that you've been researching narcissism. Would you care to tell us what you've been working on?
That's right. So narcissism. This is a recently, it's a very new phenomenon that I recently heard about around town, and well, having never really heard anything about it before or seen any pre-existing research, I decided that, I would take a look around and see where this phenomenon of Starcecism began. So I found the originator of the Starcecism, Feng, who I interviewed, and he told me that Starcecism was the concept of basically talking a lot to fill time in speeches. And this is a very, very useful action that can be used at the dinner table when talking to your parents, when presenting in a conference, or talking to your teacher, things like that. According to Fong, this Starcecism originated from the word of the Lord. It's in the Bible somewhere. And while I do not have a Bible on hand to correlate that, Fong is the founder of Starcecism, and he hopes to spread the word about it. There's only one follower so far, but all you have to do to become a follower is to believe. Nice. So if you are ever interested in joining his cult of Starcecism, you're very welcome.
So I hear that you've been working on Starcecism and studying what that is and everything about it. Could you care to let us know a little bit about what you've been studying?
So my expert was the other Alex. And so according to him, Starcecism was a star the size of a baseball that crashed into his house in the 1930s in Houston, Texas. And then it was a yellow sun, and there's no other types of suns though. And then now we're racist. Huh?
A type of sun?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then now we're racist against stars, I guess.
Please, care to tell us what you've been working on?
Yeah, so while studying Starcecism, my expert Joe told me that this is a religion, and Starcecism is a religion of very religious people. They love the stars. They look at the stars every night. They even say you can see it better when you're not in the city. Like, whoa. They say stars are very beautiful. Stars are, you can make stuff up with stars. Like, you see animals and whatnot. Stars are very interesting. That's all I have.
So they worship the stars, or like what do they do?
They worship the stars.
They worship the stars.
Did you find out?
We can organize how communities can organize. So now we want to use that knowledge, everything we know, to help build our knowledge of how we can do the same types of things, right? So who here is a researcher? Is that everybody? No. We still got two right here. You guys are researchers? Is everybody a researcher, really? Hey, heck yeah. Everybody, baby. Right.
The first comment is, I hate when the camera is always in my face.
Yes. It's very distracting.
It can't be helped, sorry.
Yeah, there's your.
Okay, so I hate when the camera's always in my face. So one of the things that we want to do is document our process. And that's very important to say that we actually did the work. And one of the ways that we're going to be able to do it is the camera piece. If you don't want the camera in your face, I suggest that you talk to Dennis and become the person videotaping. And that way you'll at least be behind it, right? It's just one way to solve that problem. The other one is if you really, really feel strongly about it, come talk to us and we'll work something out. If the camera's still in your face or whatnot, we're recording you, we will make it intentional to not put you in the editing process, all right? And the other way you can make sure that happens is be a part of the editing team when we edit the film. So, all right, that's just a quick answer to it, but we're taking this into consideration.
Can you guys not speak in other languages unless it's needed? I said thanks with a smiley face.
Okay, so that I feel is completely wrong. And the reason why, and I'm not saying that, and anybody that wants to say something about this can explain, but I think that we're here to, put down cultural differences, language differences. I mean, I would be saying something like, could somebody speaking a different language teach me how to speak their language? Right. That's probably the question that you should be saying. I mean, I don't know if who said this felt like somebody was getting talked about because somebody was talking in a different language, talking about them. That might be something. You see, it's like such a broad statement, and I think that could offend some people. Because if whether you're speaking a different language, let's step up and say, hey, could you explain to me what you just said? Or like today, Alana, you were talking about something when we were smudging that we've never done before. And, you know, I just said, hey, could you explain who the person is that you're talking about? Because I didn't know. Those, I mean, we should be open to be able to say those things. Do y'all agree?
Yeah.
Okay, do y'all agree that we all have different languages and that?
Well, the thing about it is, our language was beaten out of us, so we don't have an option, like we're trying to get our language back.
Mhm.
In terms of the language, I feel like people should be free to speak their language, their own language, because cherish that, like that's yours, own that, be proud. But at the same time, we also don't want people to feel like anybody's being disrespectful or being talked about. So as long as there's an agreement that, you know, we're not talking about somebody, then I think that freedom for us to speak our language should maintain.
Okay, so that's fair. I think in our practice, our circle practice, when we talk about the different things, we need to keep going over those every day. But respect should be first on anybody's list, right? So, yes, if you're speaking about somebody in another language, yeah, that has to stop, right? I think sometimes some people can misinterpret things. Has anybody ever heard that, what is the saying about interpretation? Gosh, it just went blank on me, end of the day. You know what I'm talking about. Perception is reality. So, if you think it's happening right, to you it's a reality. But the only way that you can go, you know, figure that out is to pull that person aside and say, hey, Real Jelly, I heard you talking before, was that, you know, about me? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
They could also lie though.
They
I
could
didn't
lie,
like that,
but you gotta keep moving on in life. It's gonna happen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I know people talk about me. You know what I mean? I know I fumble through my sentences. I know I have a trouble reading and writing when I write on the board. I know this, you know what I mean? It never stopped me. I'm not trying to get like a, then that's why we, no. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, that should never stop you, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, you in life you're gonna say, hey, you know, I heard you talking earlier, I just wanna make sure I'm clear because I had a misunderstanding. You know, if there's something you want to say, was it about, that's how adults do it, you know what I mean? And if they lie to your face and say, no, I'm not talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, cool, I addressed the situation, right? It's not like if you tell me you are talking about me, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, well, okay, let's step outside, right? I'm just trying to clarify something, right? Right? And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, set up a meeting, you know? Grab a youth leader and say, hey, me and this person need to sit down because we misunderstand each other. I just did that today with one of the youth. We had to sit down, we had to have a conversation. It still ain't resolved, but that's how it goes, okay?
And if you like speak the language and you hear someone talking bad about someone, maybe you should just let one of the leaders know.
That's a big one. So if you do speak the language and you hear that, you know, bring that to somebody. That's not right.